Join me on this adventure called Call of the Sea. Call of the Sea is an otherworldly tale of mystery and love, set in the 1930s South Pacific. We are going to explore a lush island paradise, solve puzzles, and unlock secrets in the hunt for our husband's missing expedition.
What was that? What are those voices? Where am I? I know this place. I've been here before. I've been here my entire life. I'm trapped in here. I'm climbing these stairs again. I need to get out. The voices are calling me. My old music box. It's broken. I have to fix my old music box. I have to get it. I have to... Those horrible dreams again. I've had them repeatedly ever since my mother died and left me that music box in her will. Harry always said that old family heirloom had something to do with my family's strange disease. You said. And in that search, it seems you lost yourself. I don't think I'd ever...
Pardon me, madam, but the island is in sight. We'll be lowering the boat in just a minute.
Oh, thank you so much, Captain Hodgson. I'll be right out. All right, time to gather my things. I'm definitely going to miss this bed. Falling asleep to the ship's rocking was delightful. It's not exactly a clawfoot tub, but you can't always get what you want. I missed the sea so much when we moved to Denver. It's a relief that I don't need it to walk anymore. I'd better cover up my hands before I leave the cabin. I wouldn't want anyone thinking I'm a circus freak. Ah, the amazing adventures of Nora Everhart, art teacher.
November 1st, 1934. I've finally arrived in Tahiti. Finding information about Harry's expedition is turning out to be a tough row to hoe. I think I must have walked all over Papeete asking about him, but nobody seems to know anything. About the place 74 miles east of Tahiti. Some locals have mentioned an island, but they won't say anything else about it. It's like they think the place is cursed. I met an English sailor, Captain Hodgins. He knew some of the crew members on the Lady Shannon, a whaler. Apparently, the ship took an American expedition to an island east of Tahiti. According to Hodgins, it's been months since he last saw the Lady Shannon or its crew. Like every good sailor, the captain is superstitious.
Do you think I'm mad? I'm not going to risk the lives of my crew by going to that cursed island,
he said. November 4th, 1934. After 3 days of begging, I've managed to convince Captain Hodgins to take me close to the island.
Save your money, Mrs. Everhart. Leaving me alone will be payment enough.
I think there's a sweet, tender heart inside that grumpy old sailor. July 6th, 1934. It's been a month since I received Harry's letter. It was postmarked San Francisco and mentioned that the answer to my illness might be found in the Pacific Ocean. I'm hoping his silence is only due to a delay in the postal service. July 14th, 1934. Last night I had another of my vivid dreams, but this time something was different. I saw a strange island looming in the distance. In the heart of the island, a huge stone obelisk rose up before a mist-shrouded mountain. I woke up drenched in sweat. September 16th, 1934. I keep waking up to odd dreams in the middle of the night. Still no news from Harry, and it's been 3 months already. Damn this disease of mine. My husband is missing, and I can barely walk for a couple minutes without getting exhausted. October 10th, 1934. An enigmatic sentence written on a photo of my husband. An ancient stone relic that looks like a knife. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it. All 3 were in a package I received yesterday. Postmarked Tahiti. No sender. Finds him 74 nautical miles east of Otaheite. After leafing through a couple of history and geography books, I found that Otaheite was just the ancient name of Tahiti, the same place the package came from. What does all this mean? Anyway, my mind is made up. Even though I still feel woozy, I have to give it everything I've got. It won't be easy, but I'll find my husband whatever it takes, even if it means to the end of the world. October 14th, 1934. Following Harry's trail, I caught a train to San Francisco. In the Madison Building, I found out that on May 25th, Harry bought 6 passages to Tahiti on the SS Carmel, Tahiti again. On a side note, I'm not sure if it's the fresh air in the sea breeze, but I feel much better. October 19th, 1934. First, I'll sail to Tahiti on an ocean liner. If I don't find Harry there, I'll have to find a ship that will take me to whatever is 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. This isn't going to be easy, or cheap either. October 23rd, 1934. I missed the sea so much after Harry and I moved to Denver. I love to sit on the deck and watch the moonlight playing on the water. It's so comforting.
I received a mysterious package at my house. I stored all its contents in my locked suitcase. I received a mysterious package at my house. I stored all its contents in my locked suitcase. I love this song. Oh my, I have the worst memory. I forgot the combination again. Thank goodness I always bring my journal with me to write things down. All right, now it's open. Harry Everhart, my husband, my partner, and my dear old pal. A brass key with the letters CW engraved on it, and some enigmatic instructions. This strange and sharp relic came in the package I received at home. I saw this island in one of my unsettling dreams. I drew it as soon as I woke up.
We're all set, madam. The motorboat is ready.
What was I thinking when I brought all these dresses on this trip? I think I've overpacked. I'd always dreamed of traveling. It was not the same without you, Harry. Okay, Nora. From here on out, you're on your own.
Lower the motorboat. Be careful with Mrs. Everhart's equipment, lads. We'll be back to pick you up in 3 days. I really hope you find your husband there, madam.
I hope it too. I'll see you in 3 days then.
Please be careful on that island. You know what the legends say about it.
I'll take care. Thank you, Captain Hudson. Well, here I am, in the middle of the ocean after traveling across half the world. Just miles away from where my husband is supposed to be. You left a year ago to search for a cure for my affliction. Your letters kept me close to you, but suddenly they stopped coming. What happened, old pal? What did you find? Whatever it was, it led you to hire a crew and set sail from San Francisco to Tahiti. And from there, to this place. An island in the middle of the Pacific that the locals refuse to even name. Everything is familiar. So familiar. As impossible as that may sound. Is this the island I dreamed about? This can't be a coincidence. Breathtaking, idyllic island, surrounded by deadly reefs and protected with stakes to keep anybody from entering. Why? There's definitely something strange about this place. Okay, Harry, I'll leave my things in the boat until I find somewhere to camp. I know it's just resonance, but I do love listening to the sea in them. A tent. So somebody was on this island recently. Well, that's a vivo, a flute that the Polynesians play with their nose. I won't be playing that. A miniature va'a, a Polynesian outrigger canoe. Beautifully crafted, too. A note written in French. I only understand 2 words, île and mort, island and death. It must be a warning about the dangers of the island. Someone has been chopping down palm trees, a lot of them. Maybe to build something. I feel quite good. I dare say I might even walk a little faster than usual. An offering of mother of pearl. Quite valuable for the Polynesians. Looks like it opens from the other side. These wooden figures are called unu. This seems to be telling a story. Those markings seem to represent the sea. I'll make a note of them in my journal. It might come in handy.
November 6th, 1934. I arrived on the mysterious island 74 miles east of Tahiti. The fishermen will be back to pick me up again in 3 days. I hope that's enough time to find you, dear old pal.
A bone fish hook. It may look peaceful, but clearly somebody wants to keep outsiders off this island. What a lovely flower offering. What a lovely flower offering. From what I've read, the Polynesians don't need doors. So why build such a big one? Well, that did something. Something's missing here. What? Someone carved my name in the back of this Unu. A carving tool. This box. CW. Those are the initials on the brass key. It opens it. So whoever sent me this key was here. This is starting to look like a scavenger hunt. Well, look what's hidden here. It works. This may be the first time I trespass a private property. My childhood in Newburyport wasn't exactly the most thrilling thing. Lady Shannon? That name sounds familiar. I'd better check my journal.
That's strange. Polynesians don't use doors, much less mechanisms to protect a door. If I want to reach the inner island, I've got to open it. Nora, dear, this is no ordinary island. I needed the key I received in the mysterious package to enter the island. What does this mean?
Is that Harry?
Harry, you were here!
You were here and I found you, damn it. Where are you now? Where is everybody? Where did you and all your crew go? A mechanical bridge? That doesn't fit in with Polynesian traditions either. This reminds me of those slot machines that Harry and I saw at the Atlantic City Pier, but a Polynesian version. It's been years since I took such a long walk. This fresh air is doing me wonders. I can feel the air is denser here in this mangrove swamp. Rays of sunlight shining through. Another symbol. Now that I've crossed half the world, I wouldn't mind crossing the other half. But I have to do it with you, old pal. Oh my, this is so beautiful. What were these birds called? Lorikeets. Cole's lorikeets. Polynesian chieftains make their head ornaments with lorikeet feathers. What a lovely souvenir. There are lorikeet feathers scattered around this unu. I'll draw the symbol in my journal. shortcut. That's convenient. This sort of pond is a Polynesian fishing technique. There's another symbol inside it. What a beautiful mountainous landscape. I guess I hit the jackpot. That's my ticket across the river then. Steady now. How long have I been walking? I've lost track of the time. Wow, what is this place? I'd better have a look around this abandoned village. Harry's crew might have stayed here. This enormous stone slab looks like a mechanism to get up to the outcrop. Something missing here. A tiki, like something straight out of an adventure novel.
The Everhard expedition. They set up camp here.
Could these tikis be some sort of guardians? Polynesian man covered in tattoos. I'm not sure if he looks angry or scared. Well? What well? So now you believe in magic, old pal? Fascinating. Looks like some of the crew members didn't get along too well. A forbidden ritual?
Let me record it. So, you said you've been on this island before?
Yes. Some years ago. I made a rookie mistake. I detoured from my fishing route to go to what looked like a better spot. Less than an hour had gone. By when suddenly, my va'a, my canoe overturned. And I got this lovely souvenir from that mistake.
Heavens, what gave you that scar?
It's not a what, but a who. I don't know. I didn't get a good look at it. But it seemed like a sea creature I never seen. Anyway, I was lucky enough to reach that white sand beach. The one where we landed on the island. A man came 3 days later and got me out of there. He brought me to the port of Papeete without speaking a single word. Time passed, and I promised myself that I would go on with my life and forget about this damn island.
Why did you agree to return to the island then?
I need to know what happened to me, to discover the truth. I don't know if you get me.
Absolutely.
They're composed of 4 pieces. I've never cared much for games of chance. This fella sounds pretty hot-headed. Blowing an ancient hatch with dynamite sounds like a fool's errand to me. Ooh, looks like someone didn't like you very much, Harry. I'm not sure what to expect on this island, but I hope I won't regret not having a gun. Nice comb. Who worries this much about their appearance in a place like this? They were packing a lot of heat when they came to this island, but they took all the guns with them. Very neat. Quite a looker. A fashion model, maybe. Looks like this fellow was a real heartbreaker. His real name was Costas? Damn it. Someone on the expedition died. What a delicate piece of craftsmanship. He seems confused, as if he was having a hard time writing this down. A farewell message from a friend. I never thought that this expedition would cause anybody's death. I'm sure Harry never thought so either. If he'd known this was going to happen, he'd never have come here. Explosives. Looks dangerous. Did they use all the dynamite? I hadn't been close to a grave since my mother's burial. Shortly after she died, my lovely Dalmatian spots, as Harry used to call them, appeared. We thought it was nothing at first. The river cuts through that canyon. It doesn't look safe to cross. An amulet with a carved Marquesian cross. The symbol represents balance and protection. Look at this little fella. Why is this hammock so far from the rest of the campsite? Oh, I must have found the luxury huts. Pretty swanky. Look at him. Giddy as a schoolboy. Icor?
I figured out the symbols that were needed to open the bridge. The sun, birds, a mountain, the sea, and fish. Now it's time to cross the bridge and venture deep into the island. The patch through the jungle led to an abandoned campsite set up in the remains of an old village. Could this be where Harry's expedition stopped? Harry had to intervene in an argument between the islander and a member of his crew. The Polynesian man seems to be afraid of the rituals that took place in those ruins. Roy Branger, a member of Harry's expedition, died. There was a plan behind Harry's back to blow up an ancient door with dynamite.
I've seen Harry keep even restaurant checks for bookkeeping. He would never tear up a piece of valuable information. Got it. it's been ripped out of something else.
The parts of the tiki on this column seem movable. That Frank seems to feel guilty for whatever happened. I feel really bad for him. Interesting. Well, considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad. Well, considering how poorly Harry draws, this isn't half bad. You put together quite an expedition, Harry, and all just for little old me. The Harry Everhard I know would never have given up on this. Something must have happened that kept him from solving it. Black ooze. In a telescope? Where did you get this strange device, Harry? I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it. I'm not really sure how this thingamajig works, or what to do with it.
My dear old pal, I know you won't ever read this letter, but I'm accustomed to writing you and it comforts me in this strange place. This island is riddled with secrets. So many secrets. But I'm not only talking about mechanisms and contraptions, Nora. I dare say that something on the island clouds one's judgment. Otherwise, I don't have an explanation for Roy's actions. The man was arrogant, impulsive, and a little cocky, but he was no fool. We weren't friends by any means, but he didn't deserve what happened to him. Nobody deserves that. We may have made some progress in finding the cure for your illness, but at what price? I miss you so much, Nora. Harry.
He may not say it explicitly, but Harry blames himself for Roy's death. I know him too well. And I miss you too, Harry. Other planes of existence? That's bats. This explains why the campsite is nearly abandoned. Jeepers! A stranded ship! Jeepers! A stranded ship! Something's missing here.
Looking through the telescope, I saw a ship stranded on a black beach on the other side of the island. That must be the Lady Shannon, the ship that took the expedition here. What mess did you get into, Harry? Broken, but I might as well draw what I can see of it in my journal. Something's missing inside that emblem.
It's some sort of Polynesian coat of arms. Is that an octopus? Secret compartment.
What kind of stone is this? I've never seen any substance quite like it. It feels disturbing. This appears to be the shrine of a Polynesian chieftain.
Harry managed to solve the tiki puzzle and opened a secret compartment inside the chieftain's hut. That's where he kept his ritual garments and a strange stone block. Touching it made me feel uneasy.
Impressive work. Is that a fish pattern? More drawers. happened here? That black ooze again. Skin alterations. Like the ones on my hands.
I used the stone block from the secret compartment to activate some sort of ancient elevator. This gunk that many of the crew members refer to as black ooze seems to gurgle in the cracks in the stone. I found a shocking scene atop the cliff. An explosion tore open an ancient stone hatch, burning most of the rocky outcrop around it. Is this what killed Roy? The crew's doctor was spattered with the black ooze during the explosion that killed Roy. He developed marks on his arms like mine and started acting strangely.
Heavens! He's losing his mind. Cripes! This man was splashed with that black liquid.
Whoever took this picture must have a really cool head.
Those spots look all too familiar. Is this a picture of my hand? Erythrocytes. Aren't those red blood cells? Ugh, I can't stand the smell of a medical bed soaked in blood. I'd better not touch it. And given what happened, they shouldn't have either.
Is this stone structure a hatch of some sort? Well then, I'm going down. Come on, Nora. Deep breath. Is somebody whispering? Hello? Is anyone down here? This eye, is it calling to me? I can press these star-shaped tiles. Are these ornamental? Or something else? Do they have 2 pupils? Were these eyes related to the ritual? Another eye. I hear whispering. I feel disoriented down here. I almost feel as if they're watching me. I hear it. I'd better draw it just in case. Oh, the whispering, it stopped. Was I imagining all that? You were close to something here, Harry. Let me see if I can solve it. Well, this looks like another job by Handyman Harry. Maybe he heard the whispers too. Well, that was easy. This should save some time. Jeepers, a stranded ship. Something's missing here. Yes, I think I solved it. I wonder what I might be able to see with this lens. It fits. What? What on earth? What is happening? My God, what was that I saw? What were those stars? Right, looks like I solved it. hell is filling up? That's black ooze. No. What's happening? What's happening? I'm feeling faint again. What is this? Where am I? Am I dreaming again? This is different. It isn't my recurring dream. I can't stop walking. My legs aren't responding. Holy Moses, what is that creature on the horizon? Wait a moment, no! Ah! I can breathe. Underwater. I have to get back. I have to find... What is that? What kind of creature is this? I need to get a closer look. How did I get to this beach? Oh, I have a terrible headache. That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it? The ship's hull was ripped open. A few jagged rocks couldn't have caused a gash of this size. This place gives me the creeps. I can't see any trace of the ship's crew, nor their remains. No power. Nope, wrong. This isn't right. I'll try again. Green.
Just some light. That should make things easier. Looks like they took items from the stranded ship. Hey, this sailor is a dead ringer for my grandpa Isaiah. The menu is rather limited here. I don't know if someone in the expedition was a cook, but I really hope they didn't rely on Harry for it. When the expedition only has 5 members now. His contorted face. Is this what's going to happen to me? Those footprints definitely do not look human. This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing? Floating rocks?
Is this recording? Mm-hmm. Well, shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled it. Why?
Photographic film.
So it should be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
DeWitt, where have you been this whole time?
Oh my god! He's got a knife!
Get off me, you lunatic!
Hold him! Hold him for Christ's sake! Call the Aurora, quick!
Goodness me, what a collection of happy news. Oh my. I believe Harry visited this exposition when he was looking for answers for my illness. A portable typewriter. Portable typewriter. A pulp magazine. I love Chandra Hogarth stories. Never heard of this Eric Zahn fella.
Someone here had a green thumb. He's repairing my old music box. Attack? What attack? What happened on this ship? These two fellows seem to get along pretty well. I'm glad you stayed by his side, whoever you are. These medical tools are hair-raising. The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of substances. Oh dear, this doc was a certifiable loon. White fedora. It's really dirty. Discarded clothing. It hasn't been worn in a long time. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained with blood and black ooze. Voice. Is that Harry? No, just a recording.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
The ship was whaling not far from here. Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island were afraid of it.
But we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
This is the captain's last entry.
From the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is
Frank is certainly a resourceful man.
5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress
What were you
call
looking
from
for in the
the
heart of the
Everhart
island?
Expedition, 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on... This is a distress call from the Everhart Expedition. 74
Apparently,
nautical miles
Harry's expedition waited for a long time to be
The
rescued.
Lady Shannon has run aground.
Did they give up hope?
Crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
This is a distress call from the Everhart Expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its
These
crew
knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
The Black Ooze's properties are perplexing.
Distress call from the Everhart Expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a
The ship has several colossal gashes along its side, unusual in shape. It should have sunk in the ocean outright. How did it end up ashore? I thought I heard Harry's voice, but it turned out to be a call for help that he left broadcasting from the ship. I wonder if anyone responded. This ship is completely abandoned. What happened to its crew? The members of the expedition used whatever they could find inside the beached ship to build another campsite on this black lava beach. Harry discovered that the black gunk might have different applications. The ooze reacts to different sound frequencies, and some can even make it float in the air. Did the inhabitants of the island know that too?
distress call from the Everhart Expedition. 74 nautical
And I was completely covered in that black goo. I wonder what it'll do to me.
Unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart Expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart Expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Only God knows how long I've been covered in this black liquid. I wonder what it's going to do to me. Although I doubt anything could be worse than my illness. Ropes are frayed, and there are strange marks on the wooden pole.
what else could be seen beyond these shores. Terrified. I've always been afraid of storms, but something, or someone, seems to be moving there on the reefs. Or is it just my imagination? I've never seen Harry so angry. I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal. Well, that cartoon was unexpected and inexplicable. Well, that cartoon was unexpected and inexplicable. A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something. What kind of doodad is this? It's well tuned. I expected no less from you, old pal. Wow, look at the size of these stones. These symbols are linked to the piano keys. Captain Hodgson told me that knowing the lunar cycles is useful for better navigation at night. So Harry probably took this calendar from the Lady Shannon. How can someone build something like this out of stone? You always did have a good ear, Harry. A rock stained with black ooze. Looks like the prototype of something.
stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived.
I'd better write down those numbers in my journal.
Please send help immediately. This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition. 74...
Some kind of improvised workshop. This must be the highest part of the island. And that diamond shape again. How striking. You made it work, Harry. Now it's my turn. So this is the reason the ship was scavenged. What kind of machine were you building? Blowtorch. Looks like it's been used a lot. Harry isn't usually very chummy, but he really seems to like Frank.
home. I'm going to read up on engineering. I've been interested in knowing how things work since I was a child, but I always thought technology wasn't for me. What nonsense. Huge stone door looks like an exit. How does it open? This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either. This feels ominous. Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide. Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide. quite scared of storms. When I was a child, I used to cover myself with the sheets to not listen to the noise of thunder. I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here. Time to overcome my fears, I guess. I think this is the right one.
Now that I know the sea level, I can use the rotation cipher to get the real hertzes on paper.
My dear old pal, I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you, but it is taking a toll on my sanity. As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem, it's also a place plagued with misfortune and calamities. We lost Roy at the campsite. We almost lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife. And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic and in high spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
My poor Harry. He is worried, exhausted, disheartened. I will find you, my love. Let's see what the next one does. Where Harry must have gone. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel this island is dangerous. Maybe it's because I haven't spent as much time here as Harry did.